keeping you informed. This is KD Country 94 and Z96.3 News.
This Kansas Information Network update, sponsored by Gray Local Media.
I'm David Oliver with your latest headlines from 13 News. Don't count Kansas out when it comes to getting the Chiefs and Royals to the Sunflower State. A recent letter from Chiefs President Mark Donovan to Kansas Senate President Ty Masterson was enough to schedule a legislative meeting to consider an extension of the Star Bonds offer to both teams. Kansas Department of Labor leaders are voicing some new concern now over a discontinued federal program that was designed to stop unemployment fraud. The federal government put an end to an integrity and fraud prevention program as part of recent budget cuts. 3 Kentucky men are behind bars in Kansas following a big drug bust in Junction City. A high-speed pursuit on I-70 Wednesday night led to the discovery of 84 pounds of marijuana worth an estimated $18,000. In Topeka, David Oliver, 13 News.
You're listening to the Kansas Information Network.
The voice of agriculture, Kansas Farm Bureau. Kansas Farm Bureau is accepting applications for its Rural Minds Matter Advocate of the Year and Young Advocate of the Year awards to shed light on the importance of mental health advocacy in underserved areas. These awards will go to compassionate and caring advocates who are dedicated to improving lives in their communities by comforting those in silent struggles and having conversations that break the stigma surrounding mental health, ensuring no one has to face their battle alone. Winners will receive recognition at Kansas Farm Bureau conferences this winter, in addition to a cash prize to further their mental health advocacy efforts. Nominations or applications for the award are due July 18th. For more information and additional resources, visit kfb.org/Rural Minds Matter and listen again here for more from the Voice of Agriculture, Kansas Farm Bureau.
From the Weatherology Weather Center, this is your KD Country 94 weather forecast.
Here's a look at your local weatherology forecast. Becoming mainly sunny with fog and spots early today, with daytime highs approaching 95. Southeasterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows around 69. Tonight, mainly clear. High temperatures reach up to 96. Tomorrow, mainly sunny skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on Z96.3. Right now, it's 72 degrees.
In agriculture, being precise and efficient makes all the difference in your operation, and your health deserves the same level of attention. Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems in Beloit brings robotic-assisted surgery to rural Kansas and Nebraska, offering smaller incisions, greater precision, and reduced downtime. From hernia repairs to gallbladder surgery, our skilled surgeons can reduce your downtime and get you back to what matters most. Call 785-738-9405 to schedule your surgical consultation today.
This is Alan Key, your local American Family Insurance agent. The Alan Key Agency, LLC is proud to sponsor the Pledge of Allegiance. Contact me today at 785-738-2990 or stop by our office in Beloit.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up, it's your KD Country 94 and Classic Rock Z96.3 Harvest Report, brought to you by Garrity State Bank and Trust, Midway Co-op, State Bank of Downs, Agmark LLC, Hanson Auction and Realty, Fouts Insurance, Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems, Crumbaker Oil and Feeds, MC Auto Works, and Central Valley Ag.
This is another 2025 KDNS 94.1 Z96.3 Harvest Report. Today we're talking with Kyle Hendrickson from Beloit. Kyle, how long you been cutting this year?
This will be the 4th or 5th day now. Just been getting rained out, a little small rains here and there. Out south got a big rain. So we're moving north. We're moving north so we can keep on going.
Well, Kyle, you got a really neat and unique circumstance with your farming. You've been up here farming about 11 years. Kind of tell us about how you got up here, and you get the honor and pleasure to farm with Bill File and Charlie File, and tell us kind of how that all happened.
Well, my dad and Charlie were good hunting buddies before I was ever born, and when I was going to be a freshman in high school, I started helping Charlie with wheat harvest and just stayed up the rest of the summer and kept coming back. And I always told Charlie I always wanted to farm, and he always kidded around. He said he wanted to be retired before I got to that age. Well, he wasn't retired when I reached college age. So we made a plan where I go to college for at least 2 years, come back and work for him for 2 years, and the third year I'll put my first crop in, and that's kind of how it all laid out.
Well, Kyle, Charlie's got a really nice older Gleaner L3 22-foot header that's I stopped twice the other day north of the golf course just because those things have cut so many bushels and acres of wheat over the last 50 years. It's just so awesome to watch those older machines work. Kind of tell us about you and Charlie working hand in hand and cutting wheat together.
My header doesn't fit the terraces too well on some of the ground that we have. So Charlie, he cuts the terraces out, and I cut the big lands, and seems to work out that way. And kind of amazing how even a small 22-foot header can kind of keep up, and get some acres done in a day just by cutting because he's always taking the full header's worth, cutting the terrace out. So he kind of cuts terraces around waterways and all that, and it just seems to work out pretty good.
Well, Kyle Hendrickson, the last 11 years all been learning experience for you. What's probably the most important things that you've learned up here in Mitchell County farming wheat?
Wheat don't make no money, but grow corn, grow corn and milo. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned. Row crops have kind of been more king here lately in the cash flow, and wheat's kind of a rotation crop, and we need it for our corn and milo.
Well, Kyle, what are some of the varieties? And it's been awfully rough with wheat the last 3 years, but sounds like you're getting into some pretty good wheat this year. Kind of talk a little bit about the varieties that you use this year and maybe some of the yields, some of the better fields.
Pretty much I save back all Rockstar variety. I think that's a Polanski seed variety. It was a Rockstar for me last year, so I ended up saving it and have it on majority of my acres. It's ranged anywhere from 45 to 60 so far. I've heard some other bigger numbers around the area, but it seems like it all depends on where the rain fell.
Well, Kyle Hendrickson, it's an honor and pleasure to meet you and have breakfast with you and meet your dad and family. How many guys you got helping with you this year?
Before including me.
Well, Kyle Hendrickson, God bless you. We appreciate the interview today, and we hope that you can run steady and get her done and roll in the bushels and finish strong.
All right, I appreciate it.
Coming up, it's your KD Country 94 and Classic Rock Z96.3 Harvest Report. Brought to you by Garrity State Bank and Trust, Midway Co-op, State Bank of Downs, Agmark LLC, Hanson Auction and Realty, Fouts Insurance, Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems, Crumbaker Oil and Feeds, MC Auto Works, and Central Valley Ag.
This is the 2025 KDNS 94.1 Z96.3 Classic Rock Harvest Report. Today we're talking with Troy Newman of Cortland Commodities. Troy, how's things going up there in Cortland as far as harvest is concerned today?
Well, it's going pretty good. We've been getting some rain on a daily basis, which has slowed the wheat harvest down, but it's been great for the row crops, and we've got a little bit of harvest started in our area.
Well, Troy Newman out of Cortland, kind of tell us about your business, Cortland Commodities, and what does it mean? What do you guys do? And you got a little activity for farmers that you can help them.
Yeah, we're a full-service brokerage through R.J. O'Brien. We help farmers market their grain and cattle through futures and options.
Well, wheat, the last I checked, was $5.14. Just kind of talk in general how the wheat prices come to be on a daily basis.
Well, the supply in the United States is fairly high. We had a pretty good harvest last year. We look like we're going to have another good one this year. Demand is okay, but our supply and stocks-to-use ratio has been rising over the last several years, so there's quite a bit of wheat out there in the country.
So the old adage or the rumor that doctors and lawyers have too much money and are dictating what the grain prices do is probably false.
Yeah, it still follows supply and demand more than anything else. You know, funds and people investing money can push it around for a while, but in the end, supply and demand is going to dictate what the prices are.
Well, we went from 3 years ago to not cutting hardly anything in Mitchell County to having some 88 to even 104 bushel an acre wheat down here. So how will that affect your business, and how will people be able to invest not only in your company but other companies because of the wheat harvest is so good? Will that help or hinder you?
Oh, it helps. You can't market something that's not there. We all wish the prices were higher, but you can't replace the bushels. So it helps everybody when we have a good price and good yields. Right now we just have good yields, but it's still better than having a crop failure.
Well, Troy Newman of Cortland Commodities, Cortland, Kansas. Central Valley Ag has a big addition up there at Cortland. I think the grand opening is coming up here this fall. All new rail access, all new bins and grain facilities. Talk a little bit about what CVA is doing up there and how that facility is going to help the local farmer.
Well, it's going to help a couple ways. It's going to speed up harvest. You're just going to be able to move grain faster through that facility than what you could through the old elevator that was there in Cortland. It's also going to give farmers access to more markets through rail. We're kind of stuck. If you got corn, it kind of goes south into the Great Bend area. And if they need corn, it's great. If they don't need corn, then you really don't have a lot of other choices. With the rail, you can hit a lot more markets, and we'll have a lot more consistently stronger basis than what we've had in the past.
Well, Troy Newman of Cortland Commodities, if somebody wants to invest with you guys or in the market or even has questions, how do they get a hold of you guys?
Just stop by the office there at 301 Main in Cortland, or call at 785-374-4340.
Well, Troy Newman, interesting conversation today. Cortland Commodities, as you said, the wheat harvest has been really, really good around here, and getting some timely rain for our fall crops. And we appreciate your time today, and hopefully that kind of clears up a few things and questions that I had, and just gives people an opportunity to call somebody that about commodities or the grain prices. We appreciate your time today.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Your number one source for local sports in north central Kansas. This is KD Country 94 and Z96.3 Sports.
KIN Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuis. Kansas State will play Mississippi State in the second game of the Hall of Fame Classic at 8:30 p.m. Central on Thursday, November 20th at T-Mobile Center in KC, as the NABC announced the complete bracket for the 25th annual event on Thursday. Nebraska and New Mexico will open the tournament at 6 p.m. Central on Thursday. Winners of the two semifinals will match up against each other for the championship game at 8:30 p.m. on Friday, November 21st, with a consolation bracket game set for 6 p.m. All games will be streamed on Peacock and NBC Sports Now. Tickets for the 2025 Hall of Fame Classic will go on sale via the T-Mobile Center box office and TMobileCenter.com on September 3rd. We also know a little bit more of K-State's non-conference schedule, as K-State will travel to Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana, to take on Indiana as part of its 2025-2026 non-con schedule on Tuesday, November 25th. Kansas Information Network Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuis.
Imagine a rustic barn set in the middle of an open field, horses grazing in a pasture, open prairie grasses waving in the breeze, with a beautiful lake background. Does this sound like the perfect backdrop to the wedding you've been dreaming of? Whether you dream of an outdoor, on the prairie wedding, or an upstairs in the loft ceremony, we can make your dreams come true at Prairie Ridge Barn in Glen Elder, Kansas. With a 3-day, no-time limit rental experience, we want you to enjoy your wedding and relax with family and friends. Contact us at prairieridgebarn@gmail.com or find us on Facebook to come and see how you can make our barn into your dream wedding experience.
Souvenirs, gifts, t-shirts, pizza, wings, I could go on. But if you haven't stopped by the local talent shop on the north side of 24 in Cocker City, you really should. Showcasing local talent through consignment, ball of twine souvenirs, and a great selection of gifts for those hard to buy for. Did I mention pizza? $11.99 for any regular pizza with unlimited toppings. Follow the local talent shop Facebook page, where they'll announce what's up for Specialty Pizza Sunday. Local talent shop in Cocker City, open 11 to 8. Call to order now at 781-4750. That's 781-4750.
Goddard Repair is a full-service repair shop and used semi and truck dealer, and their services go beyond the basics. They work on automotive vehicles all the way up to semi-trucks. Their certified technicians will provide you with competitive pricing and comprehensive service. Protect your commodities with ease with our Sureco Surelocks and cable locks. Goddard Repair will keep your farm up and running. They offer several styles of truck beds for all your farm truck needs. Let them install your next truck bed or fifth wheel hitch. Goddard offers B&W trailer hitch sales and installation. Check out Goddard Repair on Highway 24 on the east side of Beloit. Call now at 738-2140 or check out GoddardRepair.com.
USAC Racing is slinging dirt in north central Kansas. On Wednesday night, July 9th, USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget Racing returns to Beloit, Kansas for the 14th running of the Chad McDaniel Memorial at the Mitchell County Fairgrounds. Pits open at 4 p.m. Central. Grandstands open at 5. On-track action begins at 7. Tickets are $25 for adults, 10 for students, and kids 6 and under get in free. Let's go to USAC National Midget Racing at Mitchell County Fairgrounds on Wednesday, July 9th. Don't you dare miss it.
Are you looking to buy or sell property in north central Kansas? There's only one name you need to know, Hanson Auction and Realty. Whether you're looking to sell your farm, home, business, equipment, or just some personal property, Hanson Auction and Realty is your one-stop shop with over 11 years of experience and expertise. From selling real estate, consignments, liquidations, and everything in between, our team has got you covered. Call us today at 785-738-8932 or online at HansonOnlineAuction.com to check out all of our listings and upcoming sales. Hanson Auction and Realty in Beloit. Let us get you a good price.
Carico Implement is proud to be your trusted partner for all your ag equipment needs. Serving local Kansas farming communities since 1955, they raised the standard for trust, reliability, and outstanding customer support. From top-of-the-line John Deere equipment to a vast selection of Steel and Honda power tools, they have the equipment to help your farm operation succeed. Partner with Carico Implement, where your success is their priority and you're always treated like family. Located in Beloit, Ellsworth, and Hayes, or online at caricoimplement.com. Carico Implement, a legacy you can trust.
When it comes to the health of your family, trust the team committed to providing the best of care, Beloit Medical Center. The 5-physician, 4-nurse practitioner Beloit Medical Team focus on broad-based primary care, internal medicine with ICU and critical support, family medicine with obstetrical services, diabetic education, walk-in services that include office visit and lab services, and understand what it means to be part of a small-town community. Visit BeloitMedicalCenter.com. Trust your family care to the medical team. That is Beloit Medical Center.
North Central Kansas's country station, KD Country 94.